Hey guys, welcome back to Edvic's vlog. The girl is back in the ghetto, man. So guys, what?
Yeah, you must make this video when we are not here, please, because
Woo! Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your girl Edvic, and this is another Edvic's World YouTube video. So for those of you that have my number, the last time I posted about my YouTube channel, I said I'm going to do a story time of how I found out that I was a side chick. So I've been shooting the videos and then deleting them because it's either my phone is acting up or it's either I'm just lazy to edit the thing. So I edit the thing, but I don't like how it how it came out. Woo! Sis man. Okay guys, don't mind me there, but like I'm in the house with all my siblings, so they are currently just staring at my beautiful face and all those nice things. So yeah, let's get into the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share and turn on your post notification bell to be notified every time that I post. Let's get into this video. Okay, so guys, I don't know if the lighting is good or whatever, but yeah, I hope it's gonna turn out fine. So let's start with the story. So I'm going to do this story in parts because I tried shooting it, but like it's so long because the story is really long. So this happened back in I think it started in 2017. I'm not disclaimer, I'm not going to be mentioning anybody's name. I don't want to be sued. I'm too broke to be sued. I'm too broke to be sued and stuff. So and also just to put it out there, I'm not gonna talk about this story because I still feel a certain way about what happened in the past. I have moved on, I have forgiven, I have, you know, I just want to share it out there because I know there's a lot of people going through the same situation that I went through, or people that went through it and dealt with it in a different way. So this is just me telling you how I dealt with a situation like that. And you know, Mostoch, we are here to learn from each other, we are here to advise each other. So if you went through the same situation that I went through, please comment down below. How did you deal with it? Are you still together with the person? Are you married or what? Why did you forgive or why didn't you forgive? Okay. Okay, so part one of how I found out that I was a side chick. Hey, what do you want? What do you need? Okay, so it started in 2017, I said. So 2017, mind you, let me not say it started in 2017. Let me say it started in 2000 and something, 2007, 2000 and what? I don't know. But this person and I have known each other. Hello. Please. Come, be serious.
Pause, wait, please.
So it's not there. I don't know. So as I said, it started way back in 2000 and something, man. Let me just put it that way, because this person and I have known each other for so long, you know. But he had to move to the north to complete his studies there, his high school there. 2017 is when he came back. In 2016 we completed both our grade 12s. So 2017 he moves back to Khopabes, and you know, financial crisis and whatever, so he had to find like a job to raise some funds for his studies and stuff. And I also at the time was going through financial crisis, so I also had to take a gap year, and you know. So what happened is in 2017 I would see this guy here and there, but like he was toch my brother's friend, or they had a mutual friend or whatever. So I'll see him here and there, but it was always a hi and bye, you know. It was never really let's have a conversation and let's talk and stuff. So this guy and I also shared a friend. We also had a friend in a mutual friend, a friend in common. For those of you that don't know what the mutual friend means. So okay, so now 2018 comes, and at the time we used to live in Korea, and somehow, I don't know, coincidentally or fate just wanted us to meet. Yeah, I bump into this guy, and he's like, oh, hey, hi. And I'm like, hey, hi, you know, okay, let's exchange numbers. We exchanged numbers. I remember there was even a time he called me with my friend's phone. He's like, no, let me buy you kapana. I'm like, okay, cool. I dressed up, I went, and ever since then, I think we just started talking. So that was now in 2018. I was the first year during that time, and I was already busy dating somebody else in 2018. Okay, and then comes 2019. 2019, I think around February. That's when now we became official. You know, this guy and I. Okay, so excuse me, guys. My sister was just disturbing my peace. Okay, so where did I even end? So yeah, 2019 is when we became official, and I think the first 2 months we were really fine. The third month, I think that's when we really started having problems, and I think that's when I really started noticing, Kucha, this guy is just, he's just not, something is up. Like, there was a time I went to his place, and like for me, I'm the type of girl, when I go to my person or I'm hanging out with my person's friends, I look really presentable. You know, you need to look at your girl and you're like, yay! And I was still hot. I was really slender, but yay, face cut was on point, my friend. It has always been on point until today. Let me not continue bragging. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, because it's the truth. So I dressed up, guys. I looked really nice. I looked cute, you know. I looked really cute. If I cannot perfume of my sister, I'm tutoring myself and what. I go over to this guy's place, and he was really the type, like, you go to his place, it's either he buys you food or he cooks for you. So I went there, and he's like, no, we are watching movies and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. He's busy cooking and I'm busy with his PC. And I think when I came, or PC, okay, long if I saw, like, I couldn't really see the wallpaper, like the lock screen wallpaper. So while I was using it, Bella, I stayed so long without pressing it, and then it locks itself. Now when it locked itself, there's a wallpaper, there's a picture of this girl, and I know this girl. You know, I know the girl from Khopabis, and I'm like, obviously in my head there was already a question mark, which I know who's that, but Hanan. Okay, I kept quiet, because I'm not really the type of person that is, I'm not dramatic, you know. I like to make my investigations and just, you know, draw my conclusions from that. I kept quiet, and the day went on like nothing happened. Okay, cool. And then what happened then? Okay, a few weeks after that, he's like, no, let's hang out and what. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me remind you, I changed the wallpaper when I left that day. Okay? Now when I came back, like after 2 weeks or so, to hang out again, I'm seeing his laptop, the wallpaper is still changed. I'm like, I don't know, no, I can't keep quiet anymore. So I asked him, and I'm like, babe, who is this? I know who the girl is, but I'm still asking, who is this? And he's like, no, it's who. I'm like, okay, what's the relationship between the two of you? And he's like, no, we are just friends. You know how guys like, which are their friends. And the funny thing with this guy's name, okay, the part that I really laughed about this guy's name, when he lies, ohakokoma, and he won't even look you in your face like this. He will look elsewhere, but never in your face. And then he will be kokomaring. So he's there and he's stuttering. I know he's stuttering. Please. Shh. So now he's there, otako koma. I'm like, this person is definitely not a friend. And I'm like, the last time I came here, I changed the wallpaper. What happened? No, she was using the PC. She changed it herself and what. I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't cause drama. I'm just like, okay, cool, it's fine. Becky and this one time, everything went on fine. Like, I had my doubts, but I'm just like, maybe I'm just overthinking things. Everything went on fine. I kept quiet, and then it comes a time where he had to go to Khobabes. And mind you, this girl is also from Khobabes. Put 2 and 2 together. He had to travel to Khobabes. Apparently, no, I'm homesick. I miss my mom and my little brother and what. I'm going home. I'm like, okay, cool, no, it's fine, you know. But then at the time, I don't know what happened to his phone, but he didn't have a proper phone, or he didn't have a phone at the time. So I had to give him my phone because I had 2 phones. I gave him 1 phone and he goes with it. And on his return back now, he bought a new phone, a brand new phone. I'm like, since you bought a phone, no. And when he came from Khobabes, he came straight to my room because at the time I was in the hostel at the University of Namibia. So he comes straight to my room with his bags and everything. And before he came, I told him, I called my mom. I'm like, no, who is in the window? Please give him the microwave so he brings it along, so I can be using it at the hostel now. He goes to my mom's place. He gets the things. Guys, the family knew me. Like, people knew me and this guy are toch official. We are toch the ones. Had to trending and I mukanya mommy kanya dovana monga. Boli my dear. Ewa. He comes and he gives me my phone. He slept there. So the next day he had to go to his classes because he was studying at NAS at the time, and I also had to attend my classes. Sorry guys, I have a cough on my throat. It's just irritating me. I don't know. And it's really sad thinking about it, guys. Like, even when it has made me so cautious, you know. It has made me so, I don't even know how to put it, but yeah. Okay, fine. It was a lesson learned, lesson I appreciate so much and stuff, so it's okay. So then he goes to class, I go to my class, but I don't know what happened because my classes had to end earlier than usual. So my classes ended, and he did what? I came back to my room. Now when I came back to my room, I don't know, I usually don't really change my SIM cards from my phones, eh? But like that day, I'm just like, no, I want to use the other phone. I changed SIM cards and I started using the other phone. Now when I'm using the other phone, like, I don't know who I wanted to text. I think I wanted to text my best friend or something. So then I go in messages, and the first message that I get to is a girl's name. I'm not gonna mention. Let me say the girl's name was Esther. So Esther, and then it's not a Samsung more, so it shows nice, clearly kucha. What did the guy say? So the text says, "I love you so much, Esther." Now that girl's name. My world guy's name, my world. Yo, that one text, it shattered my whole heart, like literally. Because if anybody knows, when I was dating this certain person, guys, I was head over heels for this guy. Like, this guy would sleep at school, and I would cook for this guy. I'll make sure he has a lunch box with food cooked by me. When I go grocery shopping, if this guy needs something, I include it in my list. When he needs kept money, I give him kept money from the money that I'm getting from my family members. So you can just imagine, in my head, I'm like, I'm doing all these things for this person, and he's doing me like this. Okay, I'm not really the type of person. I respect people's privacy, you know. But when I read that "I love you so much," I just couldn't hold back. I just had to click on that chat. I clicked on that chat, guys. I clicked on it. Nice, with tears running down my cheeks. I go through, and I'm seeing so many "I love yous." And, "Oh, baby, why are you not replying? Come outside." And texts like, "I really wanted to kiss you." And like, the things are just, guys, I don't know. I honestly don't know. The things were so many that even I cannot even remember everything that I read. Because yo guys, I don't know, I think that time it was around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at Vietnam. Guys, if I can just describe how I felt that day. You know how disappointing it is when you trusted someone so much and then they turn out to just be completely different persons that you thought they were not. Like when I started dating this guy, I honestly thought, I'm done. Like searching is done for me. This is the one for me. And you know how girls are, Mos. You are putting things together like, yeah, no, even the family knows me. There's no way this guy's gonna do me bad. Can't even the family knew. Kucha, me, I'm just a side chick. And it's so disappointing, because they'll be like, hi Sue, so please do this, please that, Sue this, Sue that, you know. But deep down they know, Kucha, this person is just playing with this poor girl's heart, you know. Yeah, okay, so I then texted this guy with tears running down my cheeks. I texted this guy, I'm like, come and get your bags. He's like, no, I'm still having classes. My last class is at 7. I'm like, no, come and get your bags. I don't want your things here. He's like, no, what's happening? What's wrong? I'm like, dude, come get your things. He came below man. He came below around 3 or 4. He could already tell Kucha something is wrong. So before he came, he's like, no, what should I bring for you? I'm like, I don't want anything, you know. So he still bought me, I had this, there's this fresh milk that I loved so much. I even forgot the name. Numel something. So he buys me this fresh milk, maybe to make my heart a little bit soft or what. He comes and he knocks, and my eyes were so red, like from the crying, from like, don't mind me if I become a little bit teary, because it just kind of gets me sad thinking about it. So my eyes were so red. I opened the door for him, and he obviously noticed something is wrong. He's like, what's wrong? Why were you crying? I'm like, I don't even think I said anything. I think I showed him the phone. And when I showed him because I just opened the text messages and I showed him the part where he says, I love you so much, Esther, the girl's name. And he's like, he actually started laughing. He laughed, like really laughed hard. He's like, I can't believe you're crying because of this. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the? But I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you tell me I love you so much, Edvic, but you are out there busy telling other people. You call me queen and you're busy calling other people queen. You just know how it feels now when you think this person only says certain words to me. Kanti, it's a word that he uses to every other girl. He's like, no, there's nothing going on. And. At this point, I'm on my bed, lying down. Like, I think I was lying on my tummy, facing down. Lying down, and I'm crying my eyes out, guys. Like, I am crying my eyes out. And he didn't even know what to do, because he's also confused. He probably didn't think out. That is what he was expecting. Because he could tell something was wrong when I said he should come and get his bags, but he didn't know what exactly was wrong. I'm like, nah, I honestly don't want. Now this nigga didn't want to go home. I'm like, dude, pack your bags and go home. I don't know how I managed to get him to get his bags and go home. I think around 8 in the evening, his big brother calls me. He's like, oh hey, hi, how are you? I'm like, no, I'm good, how are you? He's like, I'm good. He's like, are you sure you're good? And then in my head, I'm like, oh, okay. He definitely ran to the big brother. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm sure I'm good. He's like, no, I just spoke to who, and he's telling me that you guys had a disagreement. I'm like, yeah, we did. He's like, no, I told him to get a cab now, so he comes to you, so you guys fix things. You cannot sleep without fixing things. I'm like, I don't want to fix things. He's like, no, for my sake, just do it, you know. I'm like, I'm not doing it, you know. Don't tell him to not come here, because I honestly won't open the door for him. He really tried, man. He really tried to make me say yes, he can come. Ay, niyako. Oh, I'm in Tanangulo on that imposter. Itu yako ku. Itu yako siri. He really didn't come. Ay, he didn't come. Cause it's so. I didn't even want to see this person's face. Cause I'm just like, I honestly just wanted to slap him left, right, center, throw whatever it is that I can throw. Ewa, I think a few days passed and stuff. A few days passed. Nanduka pambula koshimaisha liko shimos. A few days passed, I think, and then I think we still. I managed Gambela to forgive him. Because the only reason I managed to forgive him is, no, this is even a story for another day, because it's very long. It is very long. I remember during our relationship, there was a time, I think I was in exams. The girl was also the same girl, and I had to deal with so many girls, guys. Like there were so many girls. Some were from NAST, some were from UNAM. He even had the guts to like ask my friend out, my best friend, guys, my best friend, and I still forgave him. Yo, I forgave him for that, bruh. Like, how the fuck do you ask my best friend out and I still forgave you? And then you still continue. Okay. There was this time, I don't know, I think I went over to his place. I fell asleep and then he started going through my phone. And I was now busy talking to this other guy. Not that I was giving him any green lights or anything, but I was just talking, making conversation. He would come to the hostel sometimes, bring me food and stuff. So I think he got jealous because of that, you know. So when I woke up, he's like, no, who is this, who's that? And I explained to him, Kucha, you know, this is who. And I'm like, okay, since you went through my phone, let me go through your phone. Don't go to Konjelayo. And mind you, the sister is also there. I'm not sure if it's the sister or the cousin. She's there. Yeah? And I'm like, you know what? If you're not going to give me my phone, your phone, I'm going home. You know? It's like that time Wadi, he lives in Kuriangava. Is it Tachtach or Vatsachut Ekbieti? So we are fighting for that phone, guys. Literally, Keshomo is just grabbing here the phone, here the phone,
Just make sure you're recording.
Yes. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me get my bag. Let me go. He's like, no, baby, please don't go. What. I'm like, okay, here your phone. He gives me the phone and he's like, let me scroll for you. I'm like, no, I want to scroll myself. He's like, no, I'll scroll for you, baby. I'll scroll for you. Boy, you're not good at checking. I get dumb. He's scrolling so fast and I read that Esther name and I'm like, stop. I stopped it at that Esther girl. I stopped it because it was the only girl I was looking for. All the other girls, I was like, no, these ones are probably just flings. But this Esther girl, I had a problem in ever since this relationship. It's just Esther showing up. Ne? I'm like, okay. He goes in the Esther chats now. Yo, that girl was going through exams. I'm also going through exams. I think she was writing her grade 12 exams. This nigga is out there. Penatu, baby, study hard. You're gonna make it. And in my head, I'm like, you never even tell me study hard. You're gonna make it. But you're busy telling another girl you're gonna make it study hard. Bruh, I love you. Finish show you come to window. Guys, ne? Go. Yo, they will hurt you guys. Guys, I went through all this and I still forgave this guy. Part 2 is when I'll tell you where I drew the line. And then I'm also going to tell you how exactly I ended up forgiving this guy, because that is actually a very funny story. that I never even thought guys can do. That make it.
Like a boa.
Bruh. Now that when we're fighting for that phone, when I finally got the phone, I took my bag. I'm going. I went to get cab. He's like, no, let me escort you. I'm like, dude, honestly, call this girl right now and confirm. I honestly just want to see whether you and this girl are dating, because honestly, I can't believe that you're doing this to me. Like me, as in me. And if you're doing this to me, like all I did was nothing. The only thing I did was to love you unconditionally. With all your flaws, I still accepted you. With everything that you did to me in the beginning of this relationship, I still forgave you, and I still went forward with this relationship thinking you're actually gonna change, and you're actually gonna do me like that. You are actually gonna do me like that. I even forgot about me catching a cab, ne? Hatwende. Imagine Kuriangava Tachtach of Vatsahut, the location is that 20. Sam Neuma Stadium. I'm like, no. That whole time, ne, I'm arguing. I am arguing with this guy. I'm like, call this chick, call this girl. He calls the girl, ne, but the girl is not picking up. Cause I was so ready to ask this girl, Kucha Haiti, boss, like you have been a problem in this relationship ever since. And at the beginning of this relationship, there was a time I texted this girl. I went that low for this nigga. I texted this girl, and I regret it so much. It's so shameful even to talk about it. Because I texted her and I asked her if she's in a relationship with this guy. She said yes. Okay. And then she also texted now the other guy. It's like, no, there's a girl texting me asking what, and this, she says she's your girlfriend and what. And this guy, you know what he told the girl? But yeah, baby, or make a tilundilenge. I don't know how to put that in English. Like, I'm lying. And I'm lying for him or for I don't even know how to put it, guys. I was so disappointed. Like, I have never ever been so disappointed in my life. We argued with this guy from Kuriangava, Sam Neuma Stadium, Soweto, until at my house. We are disagreeing. We are arguing. And I'm telling this guy, you are taking me for a fool. So all this time that I've been forgiving you, you're actually still busy with this girl. Guys, the part that I forgave him is even the funny part. It is even the funny part, but that is going to be for part 2. It's just really sad how we can love so wholeheartedly, but the other person is just not in the relationship. That's why now I feel so scared to even show my vulnerability in a relationship or my weakness in a relationship, because I'm just like, what if I show this guy this side of me and he does me wrong again? Like, I'm just so cautious. Every step I take now, because of this guy, I'm just like so careful. Like, my steps are so calculated. Like, this guy broke my heart over and over and over and over again, and I still forgave him, because in my head I'm just like, he's gonna change. And my mom always had this thing, kucha nyambaldi onlu menu hatingepshan onlu menu nande ngwani ngeshike nande ngototi kujoto mwefa ovanga pitwefa ovanga. So I think in my head I'm just like, how many people am I really gonna break up with because of this? But then in the end, I realized, Kucha, no, this is disrespect. This is me inviting disrespect in my life. Because even if I forgive this guy, there's never a day that this guy is going to respect me at all. Because he's going to keep on doing whatever he's doing, thinking that I'm still going to forgive him, you know? So I think that last straw was just like, you know what? I put up a lot. I forgave you so many times. Let me just move on with my life. But yeah, so guys, if you liked this, please like it, subscribe, comment down below if you went through the same thing. And I'm going to post part 2 hopefully within this week, just so you guys can keep up, because part 2 is now where I'm going to talk about how exactly I forgave this guy, what really led to me really saying, Kucha, you know what, ek very exuki mirni as a belief, lost my net 8 as a belief, lost my 8, lost my 8. But yeah, love you guys. Yo, this video is actually really long, but yeah, guys, love is not for the weak. For the weak, if your heart is not strong. And one thing my best friend told me is, always leave room for disappointment. If only I knew that at the beginning. Because the thing with me is, when I love me, I love non-timauche. Like, I literally go in full force. And I'm just like, you know what? Hate me if you want to hate me, I'm yours. But yeah, no, it's fine, guys. I went through it. I just hope from now onwards I won't have to go through the same thing anymore. But I actually love the way I dealt with it. Because even though I forgave him so many times, even though I tolerated so much disrespect from him, I still love the way I handled everything. Because in the end, I chose myself. And that is very, very important in life, to always choose yourself, love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how do you expect somebody else to love you? If you don't respect yourself, how do you expect somebody else to respect you? You know? So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Do the most, guys. Do the most. Let the family grow. If you went through the same situation, please comment down below. What did you do? Did you forgive the person? Are you still together with the person? What tactics did you actually use for this person to finally change and stay committed to you? Not that I want to be, I don't even think of being committed to this person. Not at all. Zero, not at all. Okay, guys, so bye. I look so weird, like talking alone in the house and everybody's just looking at me.
Now who has talked to you?
All beautiful and stuff. My baby said I'm a queen. I am a queen. I am his queen, and I'm gonna be his queen. I feel like every video I do, I always have to include my baby, but yeah, it is what it is, because it is what it is. They will hurt you. You must not tell them that you love them. Bye.